South Africa having beaten Zimbabwe 26-car tournament. So alongside me, former Springbok hooker, Yanni Shimangi. Shimmy, it's been a really good day, hasn't it all?
Really improving with some talented players. The Kenyans, they almost beat England, but I just thought they ran out of steam the last
than in the past. And Matt O'Brien will be our referee, very experienced man. They come in their throngs. They're in full voice right now.
Africa.
We saw the Mexican wave a little bit early on. There's a lot of people dressed as Mexican. South Africa, 2 victories in the last 2 contests, the last 2 years in Port Elizabeth. And the first knock-on coming from Carl Brown. Referee waiting to see what happens here. This is Biko Adima. Oh, you kicked them too, of course. Out from Biko Adima. Remember too that Kenya have Collins and Jera in their side. He's pacey. He scored the first most tries ever in the, and that's quite special, that behind from half for South Africa. South Africa have got plenty of pace too. Importantly to remember, and a good playmaker in this man, Justin Cavaldi. Here he comes, the express drive. They won't catch him. Sanatla flying home for South Africa. What a start. Try number 99 for the flyer.
putting that man in space. And you said it, Gavin, the flyer, no one's going to stop him in open ground. And he makes it look easy. Sabelo Sinatla opens up the try scoring for the Blitzbokke.
Yeah, it's just everybody has got jet shoes of some sort or another. Well, that's not a good effort, that, with that ball going straight in.
When they do kick off, they get the ball back and they just keep that scoreboard ticking over the whole time. So it's important for the Blitzbokke to try and get points on again. But this time the Kenyans nice and direct.
Oh, beautiful play. Here comes a real chance for them. This is Collins and Jera. 2 handoffs, very neatly done by the Kenyan captain. And he extends that wonderful try-scoring record of his. 205 in his career.
Now that's the incredible thing about the Kenyans. They're very direct in their approach. And Collins and Jera just took on the South African defensive line, and a big hole opened up. Shoddy defense, but very direct, the Kenyans. When they played against England, they took them on physically and they managed to keep, well, almost lose the lead at the end, but they played very well. They will take you on, so your defense has to be up to scratch to stop them.
Biko Adima with the conversion. He's also another really good player in their side. But have a look at the South Africa just missing their tackles. And again, we talk about the accuracy importance when you're playing your really big games.
With the South African defenders trying to take him above the, so sort of above or around his shoulders. And there he is, Collins and Jera, 205 tries, amazing.
Well, knock on. I just wonder if Carl Brown's the best way to take on the might of the Blitzbokke. So, Oscar Yodi, the microbiologist in the midfield. Kenya really looking the part right now. South Africa missing their tackles. So Collins and Jera is forced to go in, and there's nothing wrong with that. He's doing pretty well staying on his feet.
Off his head.
Adima. Oh, they've got men here. They've got a chance here. If they can straighten it. And did that pass go forward? Well, maybe not, because they've got the try. It's William Bakker.
Yeah, and William Bakker did have some time. He played a bit for Western Province. He's a big man. To see him back in the 7th shake-up there, strong. And he's a great finisher. Look at that right at the end. Didn't have a lot of work to do. It was done by the inside guys, getting the ball out wide. But William Bakker
from Adima, and that looks like it's gone pretty straight. So the Kenyans, impressive lead that they've got by those 7 points, by 14-7, and deservedly so. 48,000 today. It's phenomenal attendance, this, and certainly one of the best. But just going back to that halftime huddle and
do the rest.
Well, we saw how many tackles they missed in the first half too, as Geduld gets the second half underway. Up for Biko Adima. This is Collins and Jera, their most experienced player, and the big abrasive William Bakker. Oh, here's the chance. Philip Snyman now and Chris Dry. They've hardly touched the ball in this game. The 2 boys from Grey College. Now Cheslin Colby. Oh dear. A little bit of overdone by South Africa, if we could say. Might have just wanted it to go through the hands. So Evans Player of the Year. He's had an operation on Thursday to his knee, a very serious one. And we wish him luck with South Africa. Colby the change to Geduld. And here they come now, South Africa. It's Chris Brown out wide. How many times have we seen Jean de Jong? Now Geduld with a very important conversion. This is one of the better kickers on the circuit, but this one's gone wide. Their next game is against England. Their last game of the day, South Africa. So that also will be a tough match for them. They really want to try and make this one count and get a victory here. Clothing range, Bika Adima has really looked the part today for them. He's controlled things very well for Kenya. That throw-in is terribly skewed. That our defence is rock solid for these last 2 minutes of the game. South Africa desperate now for a score to seal this game. And the aggression comes from the smallest man in the team, Cheslin Colby, who's secured that ball for South Africa. Now Philip Snyman. Some good competing on the ground there. Colby again. Trying to find his way through what was actually a Young. Now Geduld. Can Young get on his outside? Can Colby get through here? Steps inside. Cheslin Colby. He's got the vital score. A crucial situation this. This is the difference between victory and loss. Was there a double movement? Did he lose the ball? Well, it does look like he's actually lost the ball short of the line.
Yeah, looks like he lost it short of the line. The ball rolled forward. Let's listen to the corner's man.
Competition, yeah. Excellent competition from Carl Brown. But it is the self-same Oscar Umar this time who comes away with it. And, well, how about that? 7 seconds. You want to cut things fine? Leave it till the last minute or the last seconds.
Well, the Blitzboker lead.
Somehow South Africa get it back.
Out!
Speckman caught it. South Africa, crucial that they don't knock on. Waka Smith now. The little pop inside. Oh. He knocked on. Oh, Justin Geduld. They led by 14 points to 7 at half-time. South Africa scored a try but failed to get a conversion, which would have had them.
England in the last minute. This time they managed it. You see how much it means to them. You're right, Gavin. A historic win away from them in front of all the South African crowd. They pulled it off.
And also the way they did it, I think, is give them a lot of credit to. They had a very